Hi everybody, welcome back to Raven's Escape Crafts. I'm Sue, your yarn host, and sorry about my wet hair, but so happy Wednesday and welcome. Oh wait, is it Thursday? It's Thursday. Oh my goodness, happy Thursday! I know what day it is. So welcome. Or if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. Sorry for my wet hair. I just washed it. It's gonna dry, so you'll see it fluff as we go. So it is Thursday, July 3rd. Oh my, you can tell it's been a week. So, we're in a different spot today because I have some stuff to show you guys. Don't mind a little bit of mess in the background. So I am Sue, your host of Raven's Escape Crafts, and I hope you all are doing well today. So I told you about this tank top that I was making, so I finished it. Let's see if I can get, knocking everything over. I'm like in this little area. See if I can get up and show you. I can't. So these are the colors. It's sort of hard to show. But and this is the top part of it. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I'm excited. It's really comfortable. So I have that finished for today. And then I promised you I would show you my Premier Yarns haul. So that's why we're sitting over here, because the box is over here and not over by the couch. So I wanted to show you what I got from Premier Yarns from the sale that I was talking about the other day. So the first thing I got was the Premier Basics Trendy. And this is in the color Lavender Fields. This was not on sale, but I really like the colors. The lavender with the green and then that little bit of like mauve. I think this is gonna make some really cool, I'm getting like nature witch vibes, like, or druid, nature druid or stuff like that. I have plans for this. I really love the colors. And all right, let's see what else I got. So, getting my box here. All right. So, I could not resist because this was on super sale. It was only this color. This is the Sweet Roll, Premier Sweet Roll. Oh, I didn't even tell you. Sorry. The Trendy is a worsted weight for 250 yards, 229 meters, 5 ounces, 140 grams. It's 100% acrylic. And then they recommend a 5.5 US 9 knitting needle or a 5.5 I9 crochet hook. All right, and then I got this Sweet Roll. This was on like a super sale. This is called Blue Willow. I got I think I got more than 3 skeins of this. Oh, I did. I got 6 cakes of this. I like in the colors. The blue with the gray, the 2 tones of gray. It's gonna make some cool, some kind of guy stuff. I don't know. I have to figure it out. And this is again 100% acrylic, medium 4, 5.5 millimeter knitting needle or 5.5 US I9 crochet hook. And what is the yardage on this? Oh, 245 yards per cake, 224 meters, 5 ounces, 140 grams. So I thought that one was really cool. All right, I need to find somewhere to put this stuff. Okay. And then I got some more of the Serenity candies. I just absolutely love this yarn. I need ideas of what to make with it though. Look at this cool color. This one is Raindrops. I just love this stuff. I showed you this stuff before, so I'll go over the specs. And then I could not resist. I don't know what it is with these. I just like, these are the sweet roll fruits, okay? I have an obsession. I have watermelon, I have dragon fruit, I've gotten the blueberry, and now I broke down and got banana. They're cool looking cakes. And yellow is not a color I would typically buy. Yellow is not my color, as you can obviously see. Yellow is not a good color for me. But, again, these are a 4 medium, 5.5 millimeters, same as the other ones. 174 yards, 160 meters. And this is the banana. They come in all sorts of different fruits. I have a bunch of them. So I got 6 of those. Those were on sale. I could not resist. Oh, here. On the side, they show you what it looks like. So it looks like banana. I know, it's totally goofy. And I don't know. I just like them. I think they're fun. They're like super fun. All right, what else we got here? We have, oh, Sweet Roll Bold. Oh, these were on sale too. Look at those colors. This is blue raspberry. Now these are a 6 bulky weight. So these are thick. And so they recommend a 9 millimeter crochet hook or a M13, 8 millimeter knitting needles, US 11. And so this is a super bulky yarn, but I think it's pretty. And blue raspberry. I think this might be like a hat and scarf set. I think so. Because I want to start making a couple things for winter. Oh yeah, these colors. Hold. Let me show you these. So I got these too. These were on sale. They did not have the regular puzzle on sale, but they had the puzzle shimmer on sale. So I got this. Look at the green. This is Maze Shimmer. M-A-Z-E Shimmer. And these are a 5 bulky. So they call for a 6 millimeter knitting needle or a 6 millimeter crochet hook. And these are 246 yards, 255 meters, 5.29 ounces, or 150 grams. And then, of course, I got the green. So, of course, I had to get the red, too. This. It's the same specs. This is the, it's called Checkers Shimmer. I want to play with all of it. I want to play with all of it. It's so pretty. All my pretties. Oh, and then I got some of this Canyon colors. These are going to be hats and cowls. These are Canyon colors by Premier. I know it's backwards. These are a 5 bulky. So they're calling for an 8 millimeter knitting needle, 8 millimeter crochet hook, US 11 or US 11 knitting needle. These are 109 yards, 100 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. There, I like the colors. These are gonna, I think I'm gonna just make hats and probably hats and cowls out of these. So this one is antique. And then I got the same Canyon colors, but this color is called Rock Garden. I like the blues in that. And then this one is called Misty Morning. So get this to focus. I like those colors. Okay. All right, and then last but not least, certainly not least, is it had Fable on sale. So I have been looking at Fable. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with this yet. Let me tell you, I don't know. But I just absolutely love, let me put some of these away so I'm not fighting with them. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with these, but I absolutely love them and I want to play with them so bad. So I wanted to make this video early today because I really want to go play with my yarn. I want to sit and play with my yarn. I didn't sleep so good last night, so I'm probably going to take a nap later, but that's okay. Such is life, as they say. And so I thought I'll go on here early and do this unboxing with you guys. So, Fable yarn. It is like this thick with I'm not sure how it's going to be to work with it. Almost looks fleecy. But look at the color. This is unicorn. All right, so this, let's see the specs on this. Well, first off, that's the way it works up. This is 131 yards, 120 meters, 7 ounces, 200 grams, 90% acrylic, 10% polyester. Oh, there we go. And then it's a 6 super bulky, so it's calling for a 10 millimeter knitting needle US 15 or a 10 millimeter crochet hook US N. So that's unicorn. God, I want to play with it. I want to play with it so bad. And then this one is gnome. Let me show you. That's the colorway. And then, okay, this one's my favorite. I need your guys' ideas. What can I make that would look really cool with this? This is dragon. I feel like I need to make like a dragon hood. Should I make a dragon hood with it? I don't know. I need ideas. What do you guys think? What should I make with this yarn? I'm absolutely in love. Love, love, love with all this yarn. So that is what I got from the Premier sale. That is the stuff I got from Premier. I'm so excited about it. I just love new yarn. Don't you guys love new yarn? I absolutely love it. So yeah, this is the other side of my room. It's a little bit messy. This is all my product and stuff. The things all in the bins are everything ready to ship out. If I sell them, because I pre-make all my products, I don't do custom orders because no, it's not gonna happen. I thought about doing custom orders. I've done a few custom orders, only for people I know, because you know what, I know a lot of people do custom orders for their shops and stuff like that. I don't love the pressure of it. My least favorite part is like when somebody says like, well, I want this and I want it just like this and I want it just like that. And you know, your whole time you're making it, are you making it to their expectations? You're wondering if you are, you know, you're wondering, you know, even when somebody sees something that you made and they're like, oh, I just want that in different colors. You know, are these colors okay? Are they going to like it? Is it going to fit right? I would rather just pre-make stuff and sell it. I know a lot of people do better with custom orders, and I'm just not a custom order kind of gal. I would rather make the stuff and sell it. Like I said, and then my biggest problem with custom orders is I don't want to make things like, how do I want to say this? I don't want to run into the problems that you get with custom orders. Okay, that's my whole thing. You know, there's the two sides of the coin. There's the, you know, once you take a custom order, now you're on a time crunch. Now you need to make this stuff in a certain amount of time. You know, if you run out of yarn, you have to order it. It's a lot. I made a king size blanket for somebody who, and she was more like, I did not give her I'm like, it's going to take a while. And she was like, she was fine with it. And I knew she was going to, you know what I mean? I knew she was going to pay me for it. I knew her for years. So I wasn't concerned about that. I made a blanket for somebody else too. But it takes time. Like, blankets take time. And then of course with the king size, I had never made a king size blanket before. So I didn't know. And then she wanted like a chevron pattern, which I hadn't even done before. I don't know why I said yes to it, but I did. So, I did that. And then, you know, I ended up like, okay, I'm going to need some more yarn. I was running out of yarn so fast. So I ordered more yarn. And then I'm like, eat through that in no time. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to order more yarn, you know. Like, luckily, you know, what I charged her was plenty for what I needed, but you know, I had no idea what I was getting into. It took me, I was crocheting and crocheting and crocheting and crocheting and crocheting, and it's like, you don't realize how big a king size blanket is until you start working on it. They're big. So, and of course, like, everything worked out fine. She was happy with it and all that stuff. But like, my biggest problem is like, you know, what happens if, you know, I know a lot of people like, you know, get a deposit, which I've done. You know, I take a deposit, so at least to cover the supplies. But what happens if, you know, you give it to them and they're like, oh, I don't like it, I want my money back? I mean, you know, not everything is sellable, especially when it's custom to what they wanted. And, you know what I mean? Like, and then, you know, do you just say, well, I'm sorry, this is what you asked for? You know, it's hard because, and especially if it's somebody, I mean, I guess it's easier if it's somebody you don't know to do that kind of thing, to say like, well, sorry, you know. But if it is somebody you know, now it's awkward forever, right? Like, you're always going to think like, oh, are they still pissed that I didn't want to take that money back? Or if you do give them their money back, now you're going to be pissed forever. You know, I just don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. You know, if I have something that's pre-made and you want to see it and you want to buy it, if you don't like it, you know, obviously I'll just put it back in stock and sell it again. I didn't put effort into making it just for you, so I'm not going to get upset if you don't like it and you want your money back for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't specifically make that item with you as my intended recipient. So you know what I mean? I'm okay with when you know, because I mean, like, I've even had like soaps and stuff where I sold them to people, not sold them, but like, you know, people were like, oh, I really want this soap. And then they're like, oh, this isn't really what I was thinking. And okay, well, I can sell it. You know what I mean? It was for sale. You don't want to buy it, I'll just sell it to somebody else. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where, you know, I that's why I don't do custom orders. I mean, like, soaps and stuff I will if I have done soap custom orders when, especially if somebody is buying like one of my regular soaps but maybe wants it in a different shape. I mean, I have done that quite a few times where people maybe want, like, I have it in like a flower like, because I sell some of my soaps look like a flower, and maybe if it's for a guy, they don't want it like a flower, or some people don't like the flower shape. I can do bars, I can do rounds, you know, I can do slices. I can make it any kind of way that you want, you know. So if it's something you already had and you just want a different shape, or I can do massage bars, you know, that's totally cool. I can do that because, and again, if you really didn't like it, I can sell that, you know what I mean, in my shop. But as far as crochet goes, I know people who do like these custom order amigurumis and stuff like that. And then, you know, people want like specific ones and they're personalized. And then if somebody, then they go, oh, that's not really what I was thinking it was going to look like. Oh my God, I would be livid. I was just, I mean, I understand that people who are not crafty, who are not artisans, don't really appreciate or maybe understand what goes into making something. Which is like, if somebody makes me something, it means a lot to me, but I'm a crafter. Do you know what I mean? So like, if somebody makes me something, even if they would make me something crochet, let's say, but if somebody took the time to like do some woodworking or even like sewing, because I'm not the best, we've discussed. I can sew, but it's not my forte. If somebody sews me something, I'm like, wow, even like a bag or a makeup case, you know what I mean? I'm like, that means something because they took their time to create that for me. But I also understand that unless you are somebody who does creative things, who makes creative stuff, you don't understand what goes into creating products. You know what I mean? Creating things. And I know a lot of people get really upset when they gift something to somebody and they're like, ugh. Yeah. And I've been there. Oh my God. So one year, like when I first got back into like knitting and crocheting, I went hard on scarves. I don't know. It was like that one year I was like, I just bought all this crazy yarn and made scarves. Like everybody got scarves for Christmas. Like everybody. It was, and in my nativity, I thought, oh, like if somebody knit me a scarf, I don't care what it looks like, I would wear it because they made it for me. Well, boy, did I get disappointed because let's just face it. I had just gotten into knitting and stuff. So my knitting was probably not the best, but I knit everybody. Like I was like, oh, this person will love this yarn. This person will love this yarn. And I made like everybody these scarves. And, I never saw most of those. And these were for like I did it for all my coworkers. That was a mistake. That's a mistake don't make that mistake. Because I made a lot of scarves. It meant a lot to me that I gave them to everybody. I made each one specific for each person. I picked out the yarn specific for that person. I picked out like based on their personality and what they wear. And I made them these scarves. And I was so proud of them. I was so excited to give them to everybody. And there was only a couple of those scarves I ever saw again. You know what I'm saying? I'm fairly certain most of those scarves went in the trash or got donated or whatever. But I'm figuring probably trash or get given away to somebody. Charity. Yeah. They did not appreciate that. There was one or two people that did. Don't get me wrong. There was one or two people that wore their scarves forever and ever and ever. I saw them years later and they still had the scarves I made them. But yeah, not everybody appreciates handmade gifts. And so, and again, that's their thing. That's fine. I was just naive and thinking like, oh my God, like I would love if somebody gave me this handmade scarf. I would like cherish it, because somebody made it for me. And I had to get to the reality check. Like I said, this was many years ago, probably 25 years ago, more 20 some years ago at this point. And I was like, I was naive. I was really naive. And I just, now I understand. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody wants a handmade gift. A lot of people want a gift card. They don't want, a lot of people don't even want you to pick something out for them anymore. It's like, funny. For Christmas, we used to exchange at my husband's aunt's house. Everybody goes over there. It was his grandmother's house originally, and then his aunt, and her wife had moved in when his grandmother was having some problems. So they had moved in there to take care of her and the house. And in the meantime, they ended up buying the house off of her. So, that when she passed, that they would be the owners of the house, and then the other relatives got their part. So, so we've always gone there it's like tradition. Everybody goes there on Christmas Eve. So, and at this point, it's well, for a while it was mostly adults. Then our kids came around, but you know, but over the years, I saw the progression to. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was sneezing again all morning. I don't know what's going on. Um, Hold on, let me pause this. But I saw the progression from when we started first going over there. Like it would be like everybody would get each other gifts, and over the years it became like gift cards. Like all the grown-ups just bought each other gift cards, and we're like, at one point everybody's like, what are we doing? We're spending, like say $50 per person to buy you $50 gift cards, and then you're spending $50 per person to buy. So like we're just exchanging money. Like we could just take the money and buy what we want ourselves instead of getting gift cards for maybe somewhere that we don't even go. Like, yeah. So like the whole gift giving thing kind of got, and I miss it, to be honest with you. I miss it sometimes. Like, I mean, I'm the kind of person who, if you took the time to buy me something, and I don't care what it is, like, I'm stupid. Like, I like little stuff, okay? I would rather get like a whole bunch of little stuff than like a big gift, okay? I'm not that person. Like, I don't want the jewelry or something. I want like colored pencils and a coloring book, and you know what I mean? Like a goofy pair of socks, and like some scrunchies for my hair, and nail polish, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm happier with like a whole bunch of fun stuff than like one big thing. I know people like love their big gifts, and I'm just not a flashy, like, if you want to get me like jewelry, buy like the earrings that are 6-pack for $10. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my kind of jewelry. I'm not the person who wants like, so when people, I like getting gifts, and I like getting like fun stuff that I can play with, you know what I mean? Even if it's like a candle or, especially like crafty stuff, anybody who knows me knows I love crafting stuff. There's so many different crafts that you could get me, I mean, I'm into, like, I do cross stitch. I've done, latch hook. I do knitting, crocheting, paint by number, diamond painting. I love all of those. You know what I mean? And any kind of craft kits that go with that stuff. Like, I've done plastic canvas, needle felting. I don't like needle felting. So that one wouldn't be a good gift for me. But but like, obviously, soap making, candle making, wax melt making, all these things I love. Like, they're fun for me to do. And so, I mean, you can literally buy me like some yarn, or I like to play with my Cricut. You could buy me heat transfer vinyl and, whatever. Anything like that, like any kind of crafting stuff, really. I'm thrilled to death with it. I could play. I love, 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 love it. And I know a lot of people are not that easy to shop for. And like, I'm goofy too. Like, I love, stuff with yarn on it, like mugs and, or funny mugs. I love a good funny mug. Give me a good funny mug. I love goofy socks. Love, love, love goofy socks. I have so many pairs of goofy socks. I don't have like hardly any pairs of normal socks anymore. I hate normal socks. I have like 2 pairs of white ankle socks, and like everything else is like cats on it and hamburgers and goofy stripes and everything else under the sun. I like goofy socks. And there's so many different things like that I would rather get them like a big gift. So I do miss like getting gifts, because I just felt like that was sort of the fun of the holiday, was like trying to find stuff for people that they would like, but then, people were like, well, I'm getting stuff that I don't really want. And then, and I'm like, I don't have that, unless you're buying me stuff that really is not something I'm into, which I mean, I feel like anybody who knows me a little bit, I'm like super easy to shop for. I'm like, I like silly things. I like cows. I like sunflowers. I like yarn stuff. I like any kind of like witchy stuff, nature stuff, flowers. I like crafty stuff. I mean, I could go into like any kind of store and pick out like, oh, that I would like that. I would like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm a hard person to shop for. And, I mean, other people I know are a lot harder to shop for, but, I just never thought, and like I said, I like getting stuff. It does not have to be something fancy. It doesn't have to be something handmade. It doesn't have to be something, you know what I mean? It like, just like that you thought of me and that you went shopping and thought like she might like this, and I do. I mean, means the world. And of course, there's nothing worse, to me at least, when I'm like such an easy open book. Like, well, okay, let me put it this way. Everybody says I'm a really good gifter. Everybody, like, people will be like, oh my God, how did you know I wanted that? And I'm like, because I listen to people. I listen to people what they're saying. I listen to people what they like. And I buy them stuff accordingly. You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes you get a gift from somebody and you're like, here's a perfect example. I'm into like all sorts of cool stuff, right? Like I said, all these crafty things, cows, sunflowers. It's not hard to find a cow or a sunflower. I love candles. I love wax melts. I love purple, anything purple. You could get me like a purple pencil and I'm like, purple, Purple pens are, oh my God, love purple pens. Do they write purple? Oh my God, every color. If the outside's purple, it writes black, that's fine. Or if it's writes purple, okay, any kind of purple pen, any kind, any, it doesn't matter. Purple pens. You could get me a purple pen of any sort. I love pens. I would be like forever in your debt, okay? So, and anything purple water bottles, purple, I mean, anything, purple scarf, purple accessories, purple, anything in the whole wide world is like, purple. Like, so I think I'm like really easy to shop for because I have like really broad, blasty things like, and I was working with this woman. I'm not going to even say where or who it was. And she was like close. Like we worked together all the time at this point, it was like 2 years. And we saw each other every single day. We worked together side by side every day. And she wanted to exchange gifts at Christmas. And I'm like, okay, no problem. So I know what she was into, Again, I don't want to mention any names and I don't want to say who it was, but I don't even want to say what I got because it'll give it away. But so I knew all the things she was into. I'm like, oh, she's so easy to shop for. I could buy her like a million different things. So I went out. I got her a whole bunch of different stuff, all stuff that, was very much on point for her thing. And we met for lunch one day over like around Christmas time to exchange presents because we didn't really want to do it where we worked because nobody else was included in this. So we went out to lunch one day and I give her this thing and she's opening. She's like, oh my God, I love all this stuff. Oh my God, this is perfect. I'm like, I know. And I open up my gift and it's this tray. I still don't know what it's for. It's like it says Merry Christmas on it. It's heavy, like it's cast iron, but it's like, it's for show because it's covered in like ceramic coat and it's just a flat tray with like a little edge. I guess you're supposed to sit it on like a coffee table or middle of your dining table. it's big and it's heavy and it's nothing like my Christmas decor is. Nothing. My Christmas decor is very whimsical and happy, and yeah, this is not. It's very, I mean, I still have it because I don't know. I guess I should just donate it because maybe somebody will know what it is or what it's for or like it. It weighs a ton though. I don't want to, like, you're going to hurt somebody with it. If you're pissing somebody at Christmas, you can take them out. That's for sure. I don't know what else to use it for. Like, and it's like awkward because like there's only like the littlest lip on the edge of it. It's like this thick. And then, like I said, it's like coated in something, and then it says Merry Christmas on it. But the edge only has like a little lip on it. So it's not like, you can't use it for, like, to put stuff in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, initially I thought, like, oh, maybe you're supposed to use it for, like, crackers and cheese or something. But then I'm like, no, I mean, there's not, like, a lip enough to put that stuff in it. And then I'm like, maybe you should put, like, decorations in it, you know, like those balls or something. But then they'll roll right off the side. So I don't even know what it's for. I don't know. And I'm just like, you know, I'm not hard to shop for. I'm not hard to shop for. You can literally go to the Dollar Tree and pick up all kind of purple stuff and spend $10 and I would be like, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, that gets me. I don't know why I got on this rant about gift giving. I'm sorry. You know how I am. All right. So, I've been going on and on. So, I did make something else. I wanted to share you this because I probably won't see you guys again until Monday because, again, tomorrow is the July 4th holiday and I probably won't be filming. But I did make this. Oh, my God, it's hard to see it. Whoop. Hood. So it's kind of like a gnome hood. That's at least what my husband says it looks like. So let's put it on. So it says it's a big hood with a button. And then it has this long tail. Ooh, get to get the tail right. Let me fix the tail. Oh my God, I'm lost in the hood. Okay. Once you get it on right, it's okay. But it's a little... Okay. Oh, there I am. Okay. All right. Okay. The hood, right? Oh, look how cute it looks. So, so this is the hood part. And then it has a button to keep it closed. And you can wear it very down low. And then it has the tail. So you can wear it back. You can wear it up. However you want to. You can wear it with the tail over your shoulder. If you really want to. I think it's cute. I'll take pictures of it and put it on my shop. But yeah, it's a big, oversized gnome hood, fairy hood, elf hood, druid hood. I think it's cute as heck. So this is this is my last make. So, all right. So now, what do you guys think of it? So I hope you guys. All right. I hope you guys have a absolutely wonderful 4th of July. If you celebrate, if you're in the States. I don't know what you guys are doing, but whatever you're doing, I hope you have fun. But stay safe. You know, I don't love the 4th of July, to be quite honest with you, because we live where a lot of people decide to set off fireworks in the street, and I don't like that. I had a house fire growing up. I'm a little sensitive to people setting houses on fire. So, I don't love the 4th of July. I'll be quite honest. It's not my favorite holiday. I usually spend most of the night, like, please stop setting fireworks off near my house. Oh my goodness. What's this? I am so stuffy and keep sneezing, and then it, like, sorry. So, whatever you're doing, please have a great time. Have a great long weekend. Be safe. Be careful. Don't lose any fingers because then you can't crochet. But be safe. But have fun. Have fun. Don't drink and drive. If you need a ride, get a ride. Sleep at somebody's house. Enjoy your picnics. Just be safe about it. Don't eat undercooked chicken. But have fun. Have a great weekend. I love you all. I do. I hope you have a great weekend, a great safe weekend. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me and listening to me and having fun with me. And I hope you guys liked my yarn stash today. And choose love every day. All right, bye everybody. See you.